Electric field intensity due to an infinitely long straight charge wire, that is cylindrical conductor. Consider a wire or cylindrical conductor having radius is a capital R. Here the shape of the conductor is uniform. So that's why the charge distribution on the surface of these conductors are also uniform. Let lambda is the linear charge density of this conductor, that is charge per unit length. Now we want to find out the electric field intensity outside the conductor. Let's consider point P, where we want to find out the value of electric field intensity, and the distance of point P from the axis of conductor is small r. Now we want to draw the Gaussian surface. Here the shape of the original conductor is cylindrical, that's why the shape of the Gaussian surface is also cylindrical. Here both the cylindricals are coaxial, that is the axis of both the cylinders are same. Now consider the small area around point P, that is area ds, and the point P is outside the conductor. Therefore the direction of electric field intensity and area vector is outward. Here conductor is positively charged, that's why the direction of electric field intensity is outward. Now the electric flux through the small area ds is d phi, which is equal to the vector E dot vector ds. Now in terms of the magnitude, E ds cos theta, but just now we see that the angle between the vector E and vector ds is 0. So that's why cos 0, which is equal to the 1. Therefore d phi, which is equal to the E ds. Suppose this will be the equation number 1. Now the total electrical flux through the whole Gaussian surface is, for that you know that if we want to find out the large value from the smaller one, then we take the integration. Here also we want to take the integration for to find out the total electrical flux for the whole Gaussian surface. Therefore phi, which is equal to the integration over the closed surface d phi, which is equal to the integration over the closed surface vector E dot vector ds, but angle between them is 0, that's why this equation which also written as phi, which is equal to the integration over the closed surface E ds. But we know the rules of integration. We keep all the constant quantity outside the integration sign. Here the value of E is constant, that's why we keep outside the integration sign. So what we get there, phi, which is equal to the E into the integration over the closed surface ds. Here integration over the closed surface represents the area of a Gaussian cylinder, and its value is 2 pi r L. If we substitute this value in above equation, then we get phi equal to the E 2 pi r L. Suppose this will be the equation number 2. But as per the Gauss law, the electrical flux phi, which is equal to the charge per unit permittivity of a medium. Suppose this will be the equation number 3. Here equation 2 and 3 represents the value of total electrical flux. If their LHS side is same, then their RHS side is also same. So that's why if we compare this one, then we get E 2 pi small r L, which is equal to the Q upon epsilon. Now we want to rearranging this term in terms of the electric field intensity. Therefore E, which is equal to the 1 upon 2 pi epsilon into the charge upon small r into the L. Right, now this will be the value of electric field intensity outside the conducting wire. Now again if we substitute the value of Q, then what we get there, Q which is equal to the lambda L. Now substitute this value, what we get there, E which is equal to the 1 upon 2 pi epsilon into the lambda into the small l upon r into the small l. In this case L get cancelled. Finally we get here 1 upon 2 pi epsilon into the lambda upon r. Suppose this will be the equation number 4. Again this will be the value of electric field intensity outside the conducting wire in terms of the linear charge density. Now we want to find out the same equation but in terms of the surface charge density. Here the value of surface charge density is sigma equal to the charge upon area, and which is equal to the Q upon 2 pi capital R into the L. Here capital R is the radius of the conducting wire, which is equal to the lambda into the small l upon 2 pi into the capital R into the small l. In this case L get cancelled. Finally sigma which is equal to the lambda upon 2 pi into the capital R. Therefore lambda which is equal to the 2 pi into the sigma R. Now we want to substitute these values in equation number 4. Therefore E which is equal to the 1 upon 2 pi epsilon into the lambda upon small r, which is equal to the 1 upon 2 pi epsilon. Here the value of lambda is 2 pi sigma into the capital R upon small r. In this case 2 pi get cancelled. So E which is equal to the sigma upon epsilon into the capital R upon small r. Here capital R is the radius of the conducting wire, small r is the distance of point P or the radius of the Gaussian surface. So this will be the value of electric field intensity outside the conducting wire. Note, first one, if point P lies on the surface of the conductor, then small r which is equal to the capital R. If we substitute this values in last equation, then we get E which is equal to the sigma upon epsilon. Because of capital R get cancelled. Again which also written as sigma upon k epsilon 0. Because of k epsilon 0 is the value of simply epsilon. Again if we substitute the value of k equal to the 1, that is for air medium, then we write this one E which is equal to the sigma upon simply epsilon 0. Right, so this will be the first case. Now second case, if point P lies inside the cylindrical conductor, then small r which is less than capital R, then in this case the value of electric field intensity is 0. That is, inside the conducting wire the value of electric field intensity is 0. This is about the different cases of electric field intensity about the conducting wire.